So on the occasion of Tanabata, I'd like us to think about what our Keiki wish for during these most extraordinary circumstances. I wish I could eat more foods. This is from our grandson, Cadence, who's 4 months old, so maybe it's big sister Melody putting words in his mouth. He just started eating poi and applesauce, which I think is really cool. And how about Tyrus? Tyrus wishes for a teddy bear. And how about Tide? Tide says, I wish for dinosaurs to rise again. Yes, Tide. Sensei likes that one too. Dinosaurs. And then we have Kave, who drew this. It's a little hard to see maybe because it's blue, but he's trying to tell us something. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but that's okay. That's okay. Thank you for writing that for us. And then there's Madison, or Maddie, and you look at this and go, I see a rainbow. Maddie, did you draw a rainbow for us? Thank you. I wish we could see rainbows all the time. And then we have Tori's wish, which is illustrated very nicely. Tori says, hopefully soon I can go to the mainland and see my friends and family. So there's an airplane and it says Ben and Tori, and then something over here, Mommy and Daddy maybe. So on the airplane. So hopefully soon we'll all be able to go see our friends and family on the mainland. And I like this one. Right? I wish for Spider-Man gloves with a Spider-Man costume. This is from Benji. Don't tell anybody, but that's what Sensei wants to. I think it would look really cool, right? Like Spider-Man priest or something. Wesley says, I wish for peace, magic, family, friends, and happiness. And Sierra also says, peace, magic, happiness, fame, and friends. And here's a good one. Kenneth says, I wish I could go to the playground every day. Yeah, Sensei does too. Lindsay says, I wish I could go to the beach every day. And Cruz says, I wish to be rich. That's a good one. Very American. The American dream. I wish to be rich. His older brother says, I wish to be rich with money. So being specific is a very good thing. And then Jai says, I wish to start my own biking business. I wish to start my own biking business. Very specific business plan. When you have your business plan written up, let me know. Maybe we can find you some investors. Even more specific, I wish to become a zoologist and actress. And that's from Mele Ana. I wish to see my whole family and friends. From Kalena. I wish my family stays happy. From Lily Noe. I wish for long life for my family. And this is from Melody. I hope we can all stay safe. We're not sure who wrote this one, but thank you for writing it out. I hope we can all stay safe. I wish the coronavirus goes away. From Lena. I wish that COVID-19 will end and people will be happy. I wish for the world to be happy and no fighting. From Micah. So if we listen and truly hear what our Keiki are saying, they will tell us everything that we need to know. So even our youngest children and grandchildren, they hear everything, including their inner voices. They see everything. They see the world as it is, not the world as they want it to be. It is said that there's only one practice in Jodo Shinshu, Mombo, or sometimes pronounced Mombo, which means to listen and hear the Dharma. Sometimes it's translated as deep hearing. Dharma itself is often translated as the teachings, so the teachings of Buddha, the teachings of Shinran. But the Dharma, the word Dharma, can also be translated as cosmic law and order, the way of the universe, or phenomenon, or reality as perceived by the human senses and conceptualized by the human mind. In other words, Dharma encompasses everything. So the more formal term for to listen and hear is chomon, and this is derived from two different kanjis. So if you think about it, right, to listen. So this is a volitional act. This is something we choose to do. We choose to listen. We focus our attention on the speaker, and we listen to the words, and then we try to understand them. To hear, this is a non-volitional act. You hear things. So I hear the birds outside, right? And then I choose to listen to them. And there's, okay, that's that little tiny bird that's always chirping around, and they fly around together and play. So you hear something when your ears, right, detect sound waves, vibration. Right? And so the second meaning of to hear, of course, is to comprehend the words, the ideas, the concept, and the intention of the listener. So Mimi will tell you that I often appear to be listening, but I fail to hear her. So, very bad. I'm working on that. And so, to listen and hear the Dharma, right, you must choose to actively listen to the teachings, and then choose to hear, to comprehend, to internalize the teachings, to make the teachings part of your life, to make the teachings part of you. Right? You must make the teachings your own. And this is what they mean when they say deep hearing, so chomong, or to listen and hear the teachings. Renyo Shonin, the eighth Monshu of the Honganji, is quoted as saying, listen as if you are hearing what this person is saying for the first time. Listen as if it was the first time. And then listen as if what this person is saying is just for you and only you. Right? These words, these teachings are only for you. They're meant just for you. And then finally, listen as if what this person is saying is the last thing you will ever hear. Listen as if this is the last thing you will ever hear. So listen as if you are hearing what this person is saying for the first time. So it's all too easy to believe that we've heard everything before, that we understand the teachings, because we've been listening to Dharma talks for decades. But if you have the attitude, this is the first time I'm hearing this teaching, then every Dharma talk is fresh and new. And it's like rereading a favorite book or watching a movie for the 10th time. You always notice something new. So there is value in hearing, right, and listening as if it was the first time. Why? Right? Because in the interval, you've changed. The truth of impermanence, right, the inevitability of constant change. It applies to us too. So I'm a different person today than I was 10 years ago. My life experiences, the ups and downs of my life in the past 10 years, has made me look at the world in a different way. And thus listening to people as if it was for the first time helps you to truly hear what the person is saying, even if it's that same old story for the 100th time. And with our Keiki, many times it actually is the first time we are listening and hearing what they say. And we are amazed at how insightful they are and how wise they are. Listen as if what this person is saying is just for you and only you. Human nature is to believe that we are right and the other person is wrong. And even when we hear words of wisdom, it's all easy to say, yes, those other people should listen to these words of wisdom. So Shinran Shonin is quoted as saying, Amida's vow is for me, Shinran, alone. So the transformative experience of Shinjing, knowing without a doubt that you are embraced by compassion and illuminated by the light of wisdom, this is an absolutely subjective experience. You can only experience this for yourself. So when we listen to what our Keiki are saying, because their words of wisdom are just for us, it's for me. Right? It's just for you and you alone. So let's listen to the words of our Keiki. Listen as if what the person is saying is the last thing you will ever hear. So if you knew today was your last day in this world, your last chance to hear the Dharma, would you be looking at your smartphone? Or would you be listening with total focus? If you knew this moment was your last, would you be wondering, what's for lunch? Or would you listen with all of your energy? So let's listen to what our Keiki are saying, like it is the last thing we will ever hear. Listen and you'll truly hear the Nembutsu in the voices of our Keiki, the voices of our children and grandchildren. Listen and you will truly hear the Nembutsu, the calling voice of Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, as if it was the first time, as if it was just for you, and as if it was to be the last thing you will ever hear. So on the evening of the 7th day of the 7th month, which is this Wednesday, take a moment to look at the night sky and see if you can spot Vega and Altair in the Milky Way, and reflect upon the wishes our Keiki have shared with us for Tanabata this year. Thank you. Namanda, it's Namanda, it's Namanda, it's Namanda.